Hi there. So today we're going to be making some hot air balloon centerpieces, just like this one that I've made here. These centerpieces are great for a variety of things. I made 12 of these for my daughter's first birthday party. They're great for baby showers, for weddings, for any major event that has a hot air balloon theme. Super easy to make. It looks a lot more complicated than it is, but it also can be quite cost effective depending on where you shop. So with that, we'll get started. Now, first, some of the key things that you will need. You will need a base, which is the bottom part, your basket of the balloon. There's so many different options for bases. I got all of these bases here at the dollar store. You can use a pail, you can use a cardboard box, a storage box, which I have used over here. It's Easter right now, so there's baskets in abundance. This one I spray painted white, but you can get these for $1 at the dollar store. Or you can use these fabric storage baskets, which is great, especially if you're going to be making larger hot air balloon centerpieces. So a lot of different options for your base. It's really up to you what you wish to use. You will also need the strings of the hot air balloon, which in order to keep this sturdy is wooden dowels. So the wooden dowels I used for this hot air balloon are 18-inch. You can find 12-inch ones at the dollar store, 12 for $1. I bought a pack of 100 18-inch ones from Amazon for about 30 bucks. These are really easy to work with, and you can keep them in the natural wood color, or you can wrap them up with streamers or spray paint them. I wrap them up with streamers for my balloon over here, which I'll show you how to do later. You of course need your paper lanterns, which is the main part of your hot air balloon. The paper lanterns come in a wide variety of sizes as well. For the smaller ones, you can use an 8-inch or 12-inch. I used a 14-inch one here, which is a great size if you're working with a basket around this size. For the larger baskets, I would recommend going 16 up to 20 inches. This is an 18-inch balloon, which works really well with the larger baskets as well. So those paper lanterns you can buy from the dollar store. I got mine from the paper lantern store because I bought quite a few. You can get them off Amazon. You can get them anywhere. And then finally, you need some of your embellishments to really decorate and bring to life your hot air balloons. So I chose not to keep the base, the cardboard box design that was on here, even though it's a beautiful design. But I bought some glitter wrapping paper and I wrapped them up. Really to make them a really nice, elegant, beautiful look, which is the pink and gold and silver look I was going for my daughter's first birthday. You will need a spray paint if you want to spray paint them. You'll need some streamers if you're going to be wrapping them up. And you'll need your decor for anything in any which way and form you wish to decorate your balloon. So it can be a pearl garland, which I bought on Amazon, which I used at the bottom here. Some flowers, some bows, some lace. It's really up to you on the design that you need to work with. And finally, you need your key and core construction elements. And those are a nice hot glue gun with extra glue sticks, because you will be using your glue gun quite a bit in this project. A handy pair of scissors, and some Scotch tape goes a long way as well. So you will definitely be needing some Scotch tape to really bring to life your hot air balloon. So with no further ado, let's get started on the base. So for my base, as I had mentioned, I'm using this cardboard storage box, and it had some ribbons here which I took off. What I have done here is I have cut a piece of the glitter wrapping paper, and I'm going to wrap the base in the wrapping paper. So you don't have to wrap the base in a wrapping paper. As I had mentioned previously, this is a beautiful design in itself, and depending on the theme, overall theme you are working with, you may choose to just keep the design, but what you want to do is you want to wrap the base kind of like how you're wrapping a present. Because it's not completely symmetrical shape, it's a little bit, you need to work with it so that you get a present-like wrap. Now that your base is wrapped, you want to poke a hole in the middle here, and you just want to cut along the middle towards the corners of, and this doesn't need to be pretty because you're going to be filling your basket anyway, so just quick, and then you want to tape them or glue gun them down so that you end up with a finished base like this. So as you can see, this is all fully wrapped. You do still see the sides here, but what I'm going to be doing with the sides is I'm going to be wrapping them with some lace. So with the finished product, you will not actually see where the flaps are. It'll look really pretty and elegant once it's fully complete. So now that you have your base completed and finished, you want to work on your dowels. As I mentioned, you may choose to cover them, spray paint them. I'm going to be using streamers. So the way you work with the dowels, which is really easy as well, is you just take the edge of the streamer and fold it in and just wrap it around at an angle. So as you can see, quick, easy, wrap all the way through to the bottom. And then once you get to the bottom of the actual streamer, this is where you want to secure it with a little bit of glue from your glue gun. So I'll just put a dabble of the glue gun there and wrap that around, and I'll secure it so it stays in place, and then just cut off the excess. So there you go, easy wrapped glue gun, easy wrapped dowel, which will be used as a string for your hot air balloon. And then what you wish to do here is just add some add some glue to the bottom and secure it into your basket or your base. So there you go, that's fully secured in there, and we'll continue to do that for the rest of the dowels here. So as I mentioned before, just a bit of hot glue on your dowels. And the amazing thing about a hot glue gun is how secure it makes everything. You know, it's great to work with. It can be a little bit messy, but it's quick and really gets the job done, and you have something that is long lasting. So as you can see, I have my 4 dowels into my base, and now I'm ready to put on my actual balloon. Okay, so now we have our paper lantern. Really easy to make. That's the main piece that holds a paper lantern together. So you want to ensure that you put these little openings here, the metal openings within the crevice of the extender that they have here, so you get a nice size balloon here. So this is 14 inch, as I mentioned. It's going to fit nicely on top of your dowels, which you put into your base. Just like that. You just want to make sure it's level. And then over here, once again, you want to secure it with some glue from your glue gun. So I'll just take a dabble of glue and I will secure this just like that. There we go. So it's quick. The good thing about this is that it's actually quite quick to do, and you know, the glue is clear, so if it does run down the sides, it's not a big deal because nobody's going to see it anyways, and you're actually going to be covering a lot of the stuff with your embellishments, so it'll look quite nice. So as you see, we have the main part of the balloon done. That didn't take too long at all, which is excellent, and now we're going to work on the decoration pieces. As I had mentioned, I wanted to make these quite simple, so I'm using a pearl garland, which I had gotten off Amazon. And what I'll do here is I will just measure out how long I want the pearl garland to be. So that looks about right for me, so about that much of length. And I will cut that out here. And then I will just remeasure that length so I get equal pieces going around of the pearl garland. Now the pearl garland is beautiful, and the size I'm using here is a 3mm pearl garland, the size of the pearl, just because I wanted, as I mentioned before, I wanted it a little bit more elegant and not so loud. But you can go with larger pearl garlands as well, and the thing with the pearl garland is that they are quite difficult, unfortunately, to put on. So you might get some glue on your fingers, but once they do come on, they do hold quite quickly. So let me just show you how it is done. So I just put a little bit of glue right on the edge of my dowel. There we go. So I have glue on each side of my dowel. Let's get some of those strings out of the way. And then you want to take your pearl garland and put it into the glue on one side, and then bring it on the other side and just hold it into place, just like that. So after about a minute or two, that will set and it'll be secure and good to go. So there you go with the pearl garland directly onto your hot air balloon. And then I have bought these bows, which I'll just remove some of the extra pieces that came with them. And I will take the bow and put some glue on the back of the bow, and I will attach it just above the dowel, right there, like that. There we go. So there you have how you attach the bows as well to your hot air balloon. So I will be doing that all the way around to complete my balloon. And then you will end up with a finished product that looks like this. So as you can see, it is really pretty, really elegant. The bottom here of the basket you can fill with whatever you like. I found these from Hobby Lobby, these beautiful flowers, which I've put in. But you can also put in, you can also be putting in like a teddy bear, or you know, a bunny rabbit, or you could even use it to put in some treats. So it's really up to you what purpose you're going to be using these centerpieces for. But for me, I put some flowers, and I was also considering putting in some bunny rabbits into them as well. So I might do a mixture. But there you go, simple and easy, and a beautiful hot air balloon to use as a centerpiece or any other decor for any event that you have coming up.